Daily advice and help and anecdotes from a career either side of the microphone. Hello, this is Peter Stewart with today's episode of Get a Better Broadcast Podcast and Voice Over Voice. We're talking about live event announcing, and today, the final part of that, tomorrow incidentally, we move on to medical narration skills, because there is something a little bit specific about how you do those. Also, movie trailer voices still to come. And then we start a mini-series in a couple of 3 days on voiceovers for political advertisements, which, as you probably know, are huge in the United States, and elsewhere around the world. But today, the 4 Ps of speaking outdoors. Yeah, public speaking at outdoor events. Could be a garden party, might be an open-air wedding, a theatre, an open-air theatre, something of that nature. And you can put an added strain on your voice. But some tips are the same as indoor work. Warming up, even though the weather may be warm, you need to prepare for your voice for what is to come. And hydration. Again, the warmer weather may cause you to need more fluid both before and during your open-air speaking engagement. So let's take a look at the 4 Ps, shall we? There's posture. Now, as you're going to be outside, you'll likely be standing and giving your presentation. Relax. Don't lock your knees, but have a bit of give in them. Stand on the balls of your feet a little bit more rather than the heels, and have your feet shoulder width apart. Relax, drop your shoulders. You may be tempted to help your voice reach the audience by jutting your chin forward, but this not only looks odd, but it can cause a strain on your neck. So just relax in your posture with your knees and your hands and your whole frame, your shoulders, your head, your neck, and everything like that, so you sound better. Number 2, power. And as we saw before when we spoke about resonance, you don't always need to shout to make yourself heard. Power can be the combination of breath control and the use of your resonance chambers. And we've spoken quite a bit about this, several months ago, probably about 18 months ago, in fact. Those resonance chambers, the chest, throat, mouth, and so on, that kind of gives the illusion of a greater sound, but without causing the strain that comes from sheer volume. Put simply, resonance provides the most output for the least vocal effort. So go back and listen to some of our very early podcasts about those resonance chambers, those articulatory chambers as well, your chest, your throat, your mouth, your skull, and all those different areas which you can use to help give your voice much more kind of body, makes it much more resonant, a bit more robust as well. And that, with proper breathing technique, will save you having to shout so much. Number 3 in the 4 Ps, plosives. Yeah, your enunciation will also help you cut through the outside sounds. What are they? Well, the buzz of the audience, the breeze in the trees, the traffic and the birds. So speak clearly and put energy into plosives and those hard consonants. Wondering what the plosives and hard consonants are? Again, we've dealt with this in the past. Go back and check, again, very early on in some of our early podcasts, and I was talking about how you make the different sounds, the different word sounds in your mouth, to do with your hard and soft palate, where you place your lips, where you place your tongue, and all the mouth kind of furniture, and how you use that to create the different words. And even though the words may be different from one language to another, very often it's the mouth sounds and where you put your tongue, for example, and where you direct the air which is coming up from your lungs, how you use that to create the different sounds in the words. Very often it's the same. Not always the same, because some accents, and even some accents in English, have a way of using their tongue, for example, and the glottal stop that I cannot replicate properly. And certainly other languages as well. European languages, for example, German and Italian and French, using different kind of mouth sounds than I'm able to. But anyway, I digress a little bit. Use your energy that we spoke about a few moments ago and put that into the plosives and the hard consonants to make you much more likely to be heard through the hubbub. And finally, PAs. Yeah, the 4th P in our list of 4. Using a public address system, a PA system, needs careful use as well if you're going to be outdoors. Don't be too close to the mic. Don't drop your voice too much at the end of sentences. Don't speak too fast. There may be a bit of a delay in the relay of your voice from outlying speakers. And some of what you say may be repeated in an echo effect or taken by the wind. So do be careful when you're using a PA, a public address system, a tannoy system, a loudspeaker system, and so on, through a microphone so that people can understand you. And all of those 4 Ps, put them together, and you will get a much better voice when you're speaking outside. Okay, that's it for our live voiceover skills. Voice of God skills is really what we've been talking about for the last several days. Live events, speaking at anything from an auditorium inside to an outdoor theatre outside. Medical narration skills is our topic du jour tomorrow as Get a Better Broadcast podcast and Voice over Voice continues. From London, I'm Peter Stewart.